The book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 15. And I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land, which I have given them, saith the Lord Yahweh, thy power. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami Camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 15, is that I was meditating and the Spirit jumped on me to ask Google how many JJs are fleeing the statehood of the Jays, right? And I came across this article. This article came out August 20th, 2025. And the headline spoke volumes, you know? And this just proves that those people, okay, over there in the Holy Land, they're not the chosen people. They're not the biblical, all right, Israelites, okay? They're imposters, all right? Because if they were the biblical Hebrew Israelites, all right, they wouldn't be leaving the Holy Land, okay? And that goes to show you that they don't have faith in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right? They don't believe in the God of Israel, all right? This is all right, a psyop to confuse the masses. That's really what it is. Those JJs are secular, okay? They're secular, all right, ish people, okay? In fact, let me get this real quickly because even the AI, Google even explains it. I'm just going to say this. Yes, there you go. A majority of JJs self-identify as secular or not religious. Boom. Okay? With secular Jays making up about 45% of the population according to a 2021. And I guarantee that number jumped because of this ongoing war. All right? So that's just proof that they're not the chosen people, okay? And again, if they truly believed in the God of Israel, all right, should they have confidence that the God of Israel will protect them? All right? And again, this is why I brought out Amos chapter 9, verse 15, because when the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, which are made up of mainly the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay, when they're brought back to the Holy Land, which is our land, okay, we will never be pulled out again, okay? We will never be removed ever again. And that's why I brought out Amos chapter 9. You know, let me start at 14. Let me start at 13. This is a banger right here. Amos chapter 9, verse 13. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, right? Who's the plowman? All right. The true biblical Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? We're the ones plowing, all right, serving, okay, the reaper. Who are the reapers? The Edomites, the so-called white people, starting with them JJs, okay? The JJs, the Ish people, okay, that own all right, the diamond districts and are bankers, international bankers, right, and property owners. Like, for example, down here in South Florida, all right, I call him the King of Miami, all right, because he's the real ruler of Miami. All right, Moshe Manna, all right, a JJ, all right. He's the one building the 15-minute cities, okay? And he wants to make Miami look like Tel Aviv. All right, that's why Miami has been chosen for the NWO, but that's for another topic. Okay, but that's who the reapers are. And the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. Yeah, oh yeah, that's another thing. The judgment is coming, man, for that statehood of the JJs and America. Okay, this place is gonna melt. Nuclear fire. 14. And I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel. So there it is. And they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. Right? You don't see that over there right now. There's war, chaos. Okay, the land is barren. All right, they have to constantly import. Okay, and again, it said my people Israel, so that's 12 tribes. 12 tribes, not one tribe, 12 tribes. 15, now I will plant them upon their land, talking about the Holy Land, and they shall no more be pulled out of their land, which I have given them, saith the Lord Yahweh thy power. Right. So the fact that these JJs are fleeing, okay, they're not fulfilling biblical prophecy. Okay? This is proof. And they got to shut down the internet. All right? This is damaging evidence, okay? And like the apostle elders are saying, we're analyzing things now. All right? We're analyzing it. This is why you plantation Christians, you are through. Okay? You are through. All you plantation Christians, I want to defend these JJs. I want to talk about, okay, God loves everyone. And baby Jesus died for okay, the whole world. You are wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. Okay? And his name is not Jesus. His name is Yahushua. Okay? And he's not a baby. All right? He's a grown man, and he's upset, and he's very angry, and he's about to judge this earth once his father gives him the green light. Okay? Now, let's get some cross references, because this is damaging, man, for you JJs and you plantation Christians. Isaiah chapter 60 verse 21. Thy people, talking about the Israelites, also shall be all righteous, right? Meaning, okay, have the laws in their inward parts, okay, have virtue, okay, integrity, okay, and that's why because of having the laws in inward parts, they shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. Right. And we're going to inherit the land forever, not leave and flee. Okay. Jeremiah 24 verse 6. For I will set my eyes upon them for good, talking about the Israelites, and I will bring them again to this land, and I will build them and not pull them down. Right. This clowns, all right, we've given up. All right. They're being pulled down. All right. And this guy, what's his name? What's he call him? Mordecai. All right. Just because you have that name doesn't mean you're the chosen people. Okay. Look, but he took his wife and his 2 sons to Greece. All right, because they're Edomites, so they're going to their original empire where they first started ruling, Greece. Isn't that's spiritual in itself? All right, and Greece is going to fall too. Okay, Greece is done. Jeremiah 32 and 41. Yea, I will rejoice over them to do them good, and I will plant them in this land assuredly with my whole heart and with my whole soul. Right. Okay, being planted, never removed again. Okay, Ezekiel 24 and 28. 34 and 28. A little excited. And they shall no more be a prey to the heathen, neither shall a prey to the heathen. Do you see that happening now? All right, them Persians, them Iranians, and them Arabs, okay, are lighting them up. This is another proof they can't be the chosen people. This is damaging evidence. Okay, and again, they're fleeing, they're leaving. In fact, when you go back to this article, because of the war, all right, taboo of JJ immigration. In total, 82,700 JJs left the country in 2024, according to the government figures. And you know these are the JJs. These are the wicked. They are the true devils and serpents walking the earth. And you know they cook the books, they cook the number. That's all they do is cook the books and cook the numbers. So you know these numbers are a lot higher. A number that exceeded the roughly 55,280 arrivals that same year, leaving the JJ with a rare negative net migration rate. And this is the end times. Okay? In the end times, they're supposed to return. Why are they fleeing the Holy Land? Because they're not the chosen people. Okay? The Bible clearly said that the Yahushai, all right, who the world inly calls Jesus, all right, he's going to deliver his people. That's why his name, Yahushua, means he's Savior, he deliverer, all right? The Redeemer, the kinsman Redeemer, okay? So Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 20, and they shall no more be a prey to the heathen, neither shall the beasts of the land devour them, but they shall dwell safely. That's not happening right now. And none shall make them afraid. Aren't these motherfuckers afraid? All right? Aren't they afraid? We've given up on the state of JJ, he says. We've given up on turning the government into something that create peace in the Middle East. Right, they're afraid. There's no peace. So clearly they're not the chosen people. All right? You plantation Christians are losing. You're losing. Okay? You plantation Christians are done. This is why I understand why the apostle elders say, call the cops on y'all. You're not reasonable. You're not reasonable. You're really not. All right? We don't want to have anything to do with you. All right? Because your questions are not sincere. They have ulterior motives. Okay? You're liars. You're effing liars. Okay? And you JJs are liars. And that's why the Spirit's been on me lately, just to keep getting on you JJs. All right? Keep getting on y'all, man. Keep exposing y'all. All right? For the devils that you truly are. All right? You may as well just shut down the internet. Okay? Shut it down. Let's go. Bring out the mark of the beast RFID chip. Let's go. Stop pussyfooting. But I understand. There's a balance. The Lord is still showing mercy to his people. He wants the elect to be sealed. All right? And when you go to that word seal, it means to authenticate, to prove. The Lord is proving us. All right? That's the reason why, all right, the chip hasn't come yet. It's coming because the Lord still is proving us. All right? He wants to authenticate us. All right? In fact, let me get that. Lessons within lessons. I want to prove that point about the four winds. All right? Because the truth is out. It's really the Lord proving his elect. He wants to make sure, that we are, okay, are authenticated. So let's go. So Revelation chapter 7, verse 1, and after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Verse 2, and I saw another angel ascending from the east. Right, so let me start from the top, because we got to break this down. All right, you got to break it down. Especially if anyone new that's watching. This is talking about the destruction, okay? Because in Jeremiah, all right, and the apostles and elders and us, we go into this a lot, okay? Because not Jeremiah 51. This is how you break down the scriptures, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. So why the angels holding back the four winds? Because what that symbolizes the destruction, okay, that's coming. And here it is, Jeremiah 51 verse 1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind. There you go. Okay, so it's talking about the destruction. All right. So when you read that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree, it's talking about the destruction. 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, talking about the destruction. 3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Right. All right. And when you go, and the sealing is talking about the elect of the nation of Israel. You have to be an Israelite in order to be sealed. All right. If you're not an Israelite, you're not being saved. You may as well dig yourself your grave. All right. And start learning how to play dead. because you're going to end up being destroyed. Okay? To start acting. You people in America are actors anyway. Bunch of actors. You're actors. You're phonies. You don't believe in the Bible, man. Sphragizo is the Greek way of saying it. Sphragizo. And it means to set a seal upon, mark with a seal. All right, it's a spiritual seal, to seal for security from Satan, right? Okay, that's definitely all right. But I want to get to the point. In order to prove, confirm, attest a thing, to confirm, authenticate. And when you go into this word authenticate, okay, prove or show to be true, genuine. Are you genuine about this truth? Okay. All right, that's what this means. Okay, let's get to some verify, validate. Okay, the Lord wants to make sure that okay you are genuine. All right, He wants to verify, He wants to authenticate, He wants to validate that you truly believe. Okay, He wants to certify. Wow, certify. Okay, to confirm, give evidence. Support. Hey, that's my name, Samak. Support. All right, and I support this truth. Okay, and the Wadi Yah Bashim Yah Shai for showing me the truth by showing me my apostles and elders. And my okay, because hey, this makes total sense in the world, and I hope I am authenticated. All right, I hope I am part of the elect. That's my goal, to be saved from this destruction, because it's coming. So now you know what that means, because now you know what seal means: to authenticate, to prove, to verify, to certify. All right, that you are a true believer, that you're not faking the funk. And you got a lot of these pseudo Hebrew Israelites that are faking the funk, and the Lord is weeding out, including those in Great Millstone. Okay, there's a lot of fakers in Great Millstone too. You gotta call a spade a spade. All right. Ezekiel 37, verse 25, and they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, and they and their children and their children's children forever. Again, is that happening now? No. The man took his wife and his children and left the Holy Land, so they can't be the chosen people. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. Joel chapter 3, verse 20, but Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. Right, Jerusalem, the people before it's a place, and Judah and Jerusalem talking about the northern and southern kingdom, which you wacky tacky plantation Christians and you JJs never want to talk about. All right, the northern kingdom. You never want to talk about the Ephraim, Manasseh. Okay, Naphtali, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben. Okay, Simeon. Okay, you never want to talk about that. So there you go. And I got to bring this out. I got to bring this out because this is the body shot right here, man. Okay, hold on. No. Let's go to Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah. I think it's Jeremiah. Is 31? Bear with me. Yeah, it's 31. And I want to start here. This is what I want to start with. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 3. The Lord Yahweh hath appeared of old unto me, saying, Yea, I have loved thee, meaning the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the Israelite foreigners that are scattered among the nations that even look like the other nations, because that's another thing we teach here at Great Millstone. All right? The Lord's heritage is as a speckled bird. Not every Israelite is going to look like John Shaft, okay, or Wesley Snipes. All right? We were scattered. Okay, so you're going to have Israelites that look like Caucasians, Arabs, Moab, Ammon, okay, so on and so forth. I have loved thee with an everlasting love. Therefore, with a loving kindness have I drawn thee. And again, I will build thee, and thou shalt be built, O Virgin of Israel. Now we understand the word virgin. Okay, it doesn't mean someone not having sex in this context. Okay, all right, it's meaning what's it called? Being spiritually clean. Okay, being prepared as a bride, okay, for the bridegroom. The Lord always referred to us as a virgin, all right, and we were the youngest nation too, all right. But I'm more focusing on the spiritual aspect because, all right, the Lord, Paul said, all right, he espoused us as a virgin, okay. So this has nothing to do with not having sex, all right. That's a cut to you wacky tacky plantation Christians. Thou shalt again be adorned with thy tabrets, and shall go forth in the dances of them that make merry. 5. Thou shalt yet plant vines upon the mountains of Samaria. The planters shall plant, and shall eat them as common things. 6. For there shall be a day that the watchmen upon the mountain of Ephraim, northern kingdom, all right, shall cry, Arise ye, and let us go up to Zion unto the Lord our power. Right. And the Lord has raised up the northern kingdom. You got a lot of northern. I'm northern kingdom. I'm from the tribe of Ephraim, so-called Puerto Rican. All right. And I'm telling my people, just like my brothers, okay, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, the southern kingdom, hey, let us go up to Zion unto the Lord, Yahweh, our power. Okay, arise, meaning wake up out of sleep. You're not Puerto Rican. You're not freaking Dominican. You're not Cuban, Colombian, all right, Panamanian, all right, Bolivian. You're an Israelite. Wake the hell up. It's time, all right, to get ready to be delivered, meaning you got to repent, all right, and get into this truth, all right, and be authenticated, be certified, all right, a certified believer. That's a lesson right there, certified believer. 7. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations, publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Yahweh, save thy people, the remnant of Israel. And again, this is what keeps us sane in the mind and understanding that only the elect, also known as the remnant, are going to be saved out of Israel. Because 2/3 here in America are going to get annihilated with nuclear missiles, man. These 2/3 are gone. Just go on to World Star Hip Hop. They're through. 8. Behold, I will bring them from the north country and gather them from the coasts of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together. A great company shall return thither. Right. That goes to show you that this is a future prophecy, because we got to get delivered out of America, which is the north country, and as well as where all the Israelites were scattered at throughout the earth. When did that happen? That didn't happen. And again, okay, if these are the chosen people, why are they, getting excited here, why are they leaving the Holy Land? All right, you might as well take down the internet. Okay, what's it called? You Edomites, the leaders of the Edomites, you might as well take it down, man. You've been exposed. All right, you secret societies, you Illuminati weirdos. You might as well shut the internet down. 10. Hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel will gather him, and keep him as a shepherd doth his flock. Boom. The Lord scattered us for being disobedient. We were removed from our land. So now the Lord is going to bring us back. It's going to be through Yahushai, all right, to bring us back to our homeland. 11. For the Lord hath redeemed Jacob and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. Right. Who's stronger than us right now? The Edomites, the wicked, okay? The so-called white people today, or the so-called JJs today, okay? Those imposters that stole our heritage. 12. Therefore they shall come and sing in the height of Zion, and shall flow together the goodness of the Lord Yahweh, for wheat and for wine and for oil and for the young of the flock and of the herd, and their souls shall be as watered garden, and they shall not sorrow anymore. That's clearly not happening right now. All right? These people are in sorrow. Okay? And of course us, we're in sorrow because we're catching hell to this very day. Okay? These devils are branding us like the Candyman or Jason or Michael Myers. All right? Meanwhile, they're the ones, okay, killing each other and wiping out thousands and hundreds of thousands of people, but they're branding us as the Candyman. It's nasty work. All right, we're the real ones in sorrow, man. That's it. I think we hit the point. Okay? We hit the point. I mean, if you want to go to Jeremiah, it's the same thing. All right? It says right here, Jeremiah 30 and 10, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. Right. The Lord will bring us back to our land. Okay? And we will not be afraid. We won't be needing to flee. Okay? All right? That already happened. Okay? In 70 AD. All right? That was it. Judea was taken down, and you had Israelites that fled to the mountains. All right? And okay, we're on the run ever since. Okay? So, Lord willing, lesson edifying. Man, this is powerful. The gig is up, man. Hey, you devils, you might as well just shut down the internet, all right? Because, all right, this is nasty work right here, all right? You can't do damage control with this. If you're the chosen people, you shouldn't be running from your homeland in the end times. But then again, all right, they can't be the chosen people, right? Because they're secular and not religious, meaning they never believed to begin with because it's not in their spirit. All right, they're the Edomites. Okay, start with Amalek, the chief tribe of the Edomites. Okay, because their tribe, Amalek is a tribe. Okay, out of the Edomites as a nation. Just like you have Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, their tribes out of the nation of Israel. Ephraim, Benjamin, Ephraim, I said that right. Ephraim, what's it called? Simeon, Zebulon, okay? They're tribes out of the nation of Israel. So, Lord willing, as us edify, I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep the door, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying, pray without ceasing, pray for each other, pray for the apostles, elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here. It's getting close. To the few sisters that are watching, keep studying when you prepare to cover Shalom, and you already know Shalom.